What is happening, guys? Welcome on back. Finale episode of the Easy Guide walkthrough for Shadow of the Erdtree. So today we are going to take on Radahn Consort, but before we do, we're going to be doing a lot of prep work to make this fight a lot easier for us. So let's go talk about what our plan is. So first off, we need to have hefty rot pots on us. Not for us to use, but for our mimic to use. So everything we're going to gather is going to be for our mimic, to make our mimic stronger for this fight. So the first thing we need to do is get hefty rot pots. So a few episodes back, 2 episodes back, I believe, we got the recipe for the hefty rot pot. So if you don't have this recipe yet, go get that. The next thing you need is fly molds. So fly molds, if you don't know, come from fly people. So you can go on over to Great Bridge North, over to Ailing Village, and I'll show you the route that you can farm basically to get a bunch of fly molds. What you'll want to do is you want to put this talisman on right here, Silver Scarab, and then you're going to want to take this route. So ride into Fly Village. There's going to be a couple flies right here. Go ahead and kill those. And then ride up to the next batch up here. Right over here. There's going to be another 3. There's going to be a couple, 2 over here climbing up the hill. There's also going to be a mage over here too. Oh my gosh. So much blood loss. Alright, so we're going to go over here then. We're going to drop down over here. Kill these fly people. And maybe we'll get 1 here. So yeah, we got 1. So do that route until you end up with 6. So we're going to need to craft 3 pots. So be able to craft 3 of these pots. You'll need 2 of each. So you'll need 3. You need 6 fly molds and 6 scarlet buds. So scarlet buds, I'll show you where to get those next. So we're going to take this path up here to go up to Church of the Bud. Actually, let's go to this Church of the Bud main entrance. Let's go to that one. This might be a little bit quicker. I'll show you where you can farm these. It's not the easiest route, but I don't think there's any up here. There might be. Just want to check this real quick. Maybe there might be some up here, but I don't think so. I think they're down in the cave. Be nice if they were up here by the grace. That'd be awesome. But it does not look like they are. So what you can do is just ride back in here. And there's going to be a couple back here. I thought there was. Yep, there's one right here. There's one right here. So you can get 2 each run and then just rest at the grace and do it again. So just repeat that cycle. I'll show you again. All you have to do is jump on Torrent, ride backwards into the cave here. And you're going to ride around here. And do they not spawn back? That's weird. Everything spawns back in this game. That's a little depressing. Oh wait, maybe they do spawn back. Yeah, they do spawn back. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I hope they spawn back. But yeah, okay, that's all we need there. So now we're going to go get some route pots, or some pots, because we don't have any hefty cracked pots. So the first one we're going to get is right in the opening area, right down here by Scorch Ruins. So we're going to ride right on over there. We only need 3 here. As long as we got 3, we can do this. Oh shit, got really close, got too close to the Deathblade. I love how they put the Deathblade like right in the beginning of the DLC so players will know what they're going to get themselves into. It's great. Just go right up here and going to grab that pot right here. Grab that pot. And I have a death blade following me, so I can't teleport right now, but I can ride around. I think there's a grace behind this place, actually, if I remember right. I'm almost positive there is. Ah, there is, right here. The next one we're going to get is in Bonnie Village. So we're going to go over to Bonnie Village. Right here. There's going to be a few of them we can get here. One on each side of the bridge. I think that they're in the, if I remember right, they're in like a shed. Yep, right there, I think. No, wait, that's not one, is it? No, that's Kirky. This might be it right over here. It's a butchering knife. Over here somewhere, I know. There's 2 pots in this village somewhere. Where are you, pots? Where are you? Maybe they're on the other side here. Let's try over here. There it is. And then we're going to go on the other side of the bridge here, and then there's going to be another one over there. Actually, jump across right here. And it's also going to be in a shed here, somewhere. I think it's over here. This one is, I think. There you go. Got 2 pots from there. If you needed another one, you could also go to Shadowkeep. There's one in Shadowkeep in the pot place there. But we have 3 though, so that's all we actually need for this. As long as our Mimic has 3, we're good. So I'm going to go back to a Grace here so I can teleport. Alright, America's Cup. Alright, the next thing we need is America's Blessings. So America's Blessings, if you didn't know, will fill up your health flask all the way. They're basically like a bonus health flask. The cool thing is if you give it to your Mimic will use it in the fight, and will just regenerate all of its health. So it's pretty crazy how powerful that is. I hope they don't nerf that, because if they do, then this walkthrough will be invalid, but I don't think they'll nerf it, because that's what America's Blessing was designed to do. So the first America's Blessing is going to be over here. I forgot to tell you what we're doing here. We're going to the Church of Consolation. Right behind the church, there's going to be a cave. There's going to be one end there. So we can ride from this grace over here, back over there. This is where the first one is. The amount of these that you have, it's up to you. I did this on the prep account with, I think, just 1. But we're going to get super powerful just so we can do this even easier for you guys, because this is the easy guide. So I want to make Radahn the most easiest boss as possible for you guys can be. I mean, he's still going to be hard, don't get me wrong. I mean, Radahn is not an easy fight. Let me tell you. This is not an easy boss. But I'm going to have you ready to go into this fight with everything you need to be able to take him on successfully. We'll talk about the boss here too once we get everything set up. We're going to ride back into this cave though. And we're going to get America's Blessing. And then we're going to get out of here and teleport if we can. If we can. Let's just teleport out of here for now. The next blessing that we can go to is going to be found behind the Fort of Reprimand. So if we go to our map, the Fort of Reprimand, this place right here. Go ahead and grab that, go behind the Fort of Reprimand. We're going to jump behind this gate, or jump behind this fort. right here. We're just going to jump off this edge. We're going to run back here. And that's number 2. If you wanted a third one, which you don't have to do this, but if you wanted a third one, you could go take on one of the sentinels over here. I think we actually killed one of these sentinels, didn't we? So we actually have one. I think we have 3. Let me make sure. We got... Oh, I guess you can only carry one at a time, though. Okay. Well, that's a kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. You can also, if you wanted to get one over here, you can get them by killing the tree sentinels over there. That kind of sucks, though. You can only carry one at a time. All right, with that, though, we got everything we need. Let's go back to our Divine Gate front staircase. And now let's talk about Radahn. So Radahn has 2 phases. 1 health bar, thank goodness. 1 health bar, 2 phases. His first phase is pretty basic. It's Radahn swinging at you with swords, using gravity spells, and all that kind of stuff. You can block all that, you know, keep your block up, have barricade shield on, and you'll be fine. The second phase is where things get crazy. So second phase is Miquella comes on top of him, gives him super holy powers, and he's just a holy beast. Throws holy spells out all over the place, uses super powerful fast swings, jumps all around the arena. At the very end, he goes into a meteor strike, and what we have to do then is run to one wall. Just pick a wall and run to a wall, and hopefully you live. I got a little way around that, though, so we're going to actually do some things here to protect us. The first thing we're going to do is mix our physics. So we want this Opaline Hard tier, and we also want either the Opaline Bubble tier or the... where is it? The one that we have. Converts damage into HP mixed into a mixed physic. So when he goes into a meteor, we're going to pop this. That way, if we do get hit by the meteor, we'll live. This will convert damage received into HP and mixed physics. So we can either use that or use the significantly negate damage in mixed physics, but I have not tested this yet. I don't know if I don't know if this will protect you from the meteor. So just to be safe, I think this one will. This is what I used in my Let's Play, and I think it worked pretty well. So that's what we're using there. As for our Ash of War, we are going to be using Barricade Shield, and we are going to be using Sacred. So make sure Holy is on that. As for other things we're going to do, we're going to go over to where we have Torrent, so we have the Spectral Speed Whistle, and we're going to replace that with Miquella's Great Rune. So why are we putting Miquella's Great Rune here? In his second phase, he will do these hugs. He's going to hug you. Miquella will try to coax you and take your heart. Whenever he does that attack, you have to use the Great Rune right afterwards, and it will take away the effect. If he does the hug 2 times to you before you have a chance to use the rune, you're dead. So if he does hug you, use the rune. You can use this rune as many times as you want. I put it right where Torrent is. That way I can quickly press over and grab that. Make sure you have some Kuriki on you, just in case you get his health down to just a little bit. You can throw a knife off to finish him off. That's the worst thing when you lose a boss, when there's just a little bit of HP left. Make sure you have some Kuriki with you. When it comes to the armor, anything with Holy Negation, you can use this. You can use the Tree Sentinel armor. You could use, let's see, that's not very good. Holy. You could use not Malachus. So you don't have many options, actually. You could use Radahn's, I guess. We're just going to use the Tree Sentinel armor. Be safe. I'm just going to keep that piece on. Let's see here. 4.9 compared to... It's not very much difference. Just for looks, 5.2. I mean, that 5.2 isn't going to save me from Radahn. For the talismans, you have a few choices here. We want to switch this to the Golden Braid. We want to switch this to the Turtle Talisman. We want to be able to get our stamina back very, very quickly here, because he's going to take out our stamina very, very fast. We can take off all these. I think we have to have this on. Yes, we do. Sadly. Let's see here. We've got that. We've got our mixed physic. We got the crab. We got to make sure this is set up for a mimic. So let's go craft those pots now. So if we go to item crafting, we can craft our pots. We're going to craft 3 of those pots, and we're not going to use these pots. Let me make sure you guys know this. We're not using the pots. We're going to let our mimic use the pots. So do not use these pots, because then you'll have to go farm these again. Our mimic has an unlimited supply of them. We do not. Also put Marika's Blessing on there. If you need to use it too, if you get to the end of the fight and you're out of flasks, go ahead and use this. That's not a bad idea. Another thing you could do here is go talk to the grandma down here. You can talk to her and get some stew. That stew will give your health back at the end of the it will regenerate your HP as your HP is falling, so that's a good one to have too if you need to. I have not used that yet, so we're gonna go with that build though, and we'd have nobody to summon outside, so we're just gonna bring our mimic in. Important thing about our mimic though, if we die and then have to come back in, we're gonna summon the mimic after we go through the first attack. When we first walk in there, we'll be able to get the mimic out right away, which is pretty great. That for the first attempt. So let's go on and give it our best shot. This is a hard fight, guys. All right, let's go. I'll let it play out.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Get the mimic out as fast as possible. Roll through that attack, and then get on as much damage as possible. Wait, hold up your shield till you can get your... Okay, so one pot has already rotted him. So the mimic has already done his job. Okay, run on this attack, run to the side, and jump when he does that. He threw it at the mimic that time, but you can roll through that. Second phase. So second phase, we're gonna let him do this. We're gonna go up close to him, hold your shield up, block all that, and then run in and try to get your Ash of War off. When he does light speed, just go to the side. Hold up your shield, then negate all that. Okay, he's going to hug our Mimic, so we're going to take this advantage to get Bloodflame Blade back on, as we have time. And when he's going to throw this at me, we're going to jump to the side. And then light speed, I'm just going to hold my shield up, allow all that to go through. Lion's Claw, just dodge into it. Okay, when he does this, I'm going to pop this. I'm going to book it to a wall. be ready once this happens. We're going to use our flash of board here. Hold up your shield, block all that. And Radahn's down. First try. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Oh, Remembrance. So, that is Radahn, Consort. That's not... You're probably not going to get that first try. Even with a build like this, you're probably not going to get that fight first try. This is my third time beating Radahn, so I'm getting decent at the fight by now. But go ahead and grab Let Us Go Together and get the Remembrance and finish this out.
Promise me you'll be my consort.
That's all we get. We sadly don't get no credits.
Make the world a gentler place.
That is the final cutscene. And that gives you the Circle of Light. Congratulations, guys. You have beat the DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree. The easy guide for it. But yeah, that's let's talk a little bit more about that boss though. But as you noticed, my mimic stayed alive through the whole fight because he had Marika's blessing. He took the blessing about a quarter of the way at the end, which was perfect. He went into the end of the fight with full health. I mean, that was just the ideal setup. That was just the ideal run. That couldn't have been more perfect. That was a really, really good fight. So yeah, if you don't luck out with that, just keep trying them. I know you can do it. I know you guys can do it. It is a hard boss, but with this build, you guys no doubt can do it. I gave you guys the best setup as possible. I've spent, you know, a whole week working on this guide, or a whole week researching and prepping this guide, and then, you know, recording everything for you guys. So I know you guys can do this. So that is that. Let's go back to the round table real quick. Talk about that weapon. Talk about the Remembrance. So there's actually 3 things you can get for that. There's two different swords, and then a spell as well. So if we look at Radahn's, so I, on one of my characters, have gotten all 3 of these. Honestly, the swords, they're pretty cool. The one you should probably get is Lightspeed Slash. That same Lightspeed, when he goes Lightspeed in the fight there, you can actually do that attack now. That's a really cool attack. This one is kind of disappointing. Promise Consort is you spin around your swords in a slash, and you have the rays of holy shoot down. The stagger on this is not very good either compared to this. Lightspeed Slash has really good stagger. And then Light of Miquella, this is the same light attack that he starts phase 2 at. You have that now. You can now do that attack out on yourself. It does cost 72 faith though, so pretty high resort on faith. The swords are only a 15 of intelligence, so you can use them on basically any build for the most part. But they're both good, but I definitely recommend the Lightspeed Slash one over the Lord Sword. So yeah, Light Sword over the Lord Sword in my opinion. I think it's better. But that's just my opinion. But that's Radahn. That is Radahn. The cool thing is you get his equipment too. You get his headpiece, you get his armor, you get his gauntlets, and you get his you get his leggings. Yep. So you can put that on and stuff, and it's an okay outfit. I think I like the other one better personally, but overall it's not bad. Anything else to talk about? I don't think so. I think the Gate of Divinity is where we're going to wrap this up. So yeah, my best advice, guys, if you're struggling with that, make sure your mimic is set up with this stuff. Get the hefty hefty rot pots. You know, get the blessings of America. It's gonna make this your life a lot easier. Also, make sure and use golden braid. Golden braid. If you don't know where to get this, you can go over to the hinterlands, go into Shaman Village, which is where America grew up in, right up here. And Shaman Village is a tree. You can get golden braid right up there. That's going to basically negate so much of his holy damage. The double turtle talisman will make the shield regenerate endurance super quick. As you saw, I was able to block like so much of his stuff. And then obviously Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. I mean, that's all there is to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. I hope you guys were able to get through this DLC pretty easily. And if you guys enjoyed this and got something out of it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. As always, more guides, more walkthroughs, and more Let's Plays coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night. God bless, and see you strong. And stay strong, and see you soon.